Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashish Vora. Today, I am going to give a presentation about my journal paper. The subject is energy environment, and the professor name is Dr. Amin Etminan. My presentation topic is CH4 and CO2 emissions from the decompositions of microplastic in bottom sediments is preliminary studies. So this is the content of my presentation. Introduction, why have the authors choose this particular topic, why significant aspects surround this topic, and methodology, analysis and applications. After then I will discuss about how have the authors conduct this study and what sources they have consulted, access the accuracy and reliability of the finding presentation in the article, practical implementation and results. After then a conclusion. So the main question is the why the author choose this particular topic. So there is a several points which I mentioned here, like environmental relevance, limited knowledge, ecological impact, policy implementation. So microplastic is a plastic that emerge in a critical environment. There's a globally we can see everywhere. So these presentations mostly are studying about the microplastic, focusing on environmental, limited knowledge of surrounding behavior, the ecological impact, and the potential policy implementations and scientific research. After then, the field of microplastic is relatively limited knowledge, and the gap also the persist. Researchers are more motivated to explore this topic to bridge the existing gaps, particularly concerning microplastic decompositions and ensuing emissions. This explore is vital to developing comprehensive understanding of the life cycle of microplastic in different environmental. After when is especially for the ecological impact, microplastic influence a diverse ecosystem that aquatic environment being particularly vulnerable. The settlement of microplastic in bottom sediments raise questions about the decompositions and the subsequent release the greenhouse gases such as methane, carbon dioxide. So after then the main topic about the policy implementation. Scientific insights into the emissions results from the microplastic decompositions can significantly influence environmental policy and regulations. It is more helpful to understanding the environmental consequences of microplastic pollutions, and policymakers can get the knowledge about the necessary development effective strategy to mitigate the impact of the microplastic on ecosystem. So yeah, the shaping pollution address the challenges posed by the microplastic. So that's why the particular reason to choose the this topic by author, and what significant aspects around this topic. So environmental effect of microplastic, which is help to understanding their environmental impact in crucial due to the potential harm to the aquatic life and ecosystem. After then, the greenhouse gas emissions, the potential release of CH4 and CO2 during the decompositions of the microplastic is significant. Methane is a potent greenhouse gas, and carbon dioxide is a major contribution of the global warming. So that is the all the parameter which mostly contributions to increase greenhouse gas emissions in our environment. Biological cycling, understanding the biological cycling of microplastic involves in how they interact with the sedimentary process. This includes their transformation, degradations, potential conversion, and greenhouse gases. That is also overall the parameter of the carbon in the ecosystem. Policy and management implications. The finding of studies on CH4 and CO2 emissions from microplastic decompositions could have the implications for environmental policy and management strategy. So these all are the significant topic which I found related to this topic, and this is the methodology. So the study showed the standard methane and carbon dioxide gases obtain a 100 ppm mixture of the each component from the air products in Allentown, Peninsula, USA. For the analysis, researchers utilized the gas tight syringes from Hamilton in Reno, USA, ensuring precision in capturing and measuring the gas during the decomposition process. Plastic varieties examined. The research also implement the three prominent types of plastic: polyvinyl chloride, polypropylene, and rubber. Within the PVC category, two variations were scrutinized, distinguished by the plasticized content, lower plasticized content, and high plasticized content. The study expanded its scope to everyday items, analyzed polypropylene gloves and rubber tires commonly used in daily activities like car tires and respectively. So research mostly objective about the primary goal to investigate was the un- unravels insights into the emission of methane and carbon dioxide during the decomposition of microplastics. A key aspect of the study was considering different plastic types and variation with the polypropylene chloride materials. The intentional inclusion of varying plasticizers container in polyvinyl chloride material reflects the researchers' commitment to comprehensively understanding the environmental impact of the diverse plastic decomposition. So this is all the methodology we use in this our research paper. So this is the analysis and application. So first I want to talk about the analysis. So measurement of gas concentration over time. It systematically measures CH4 and CO2 concentration throughout the microplastic decomposition process, also providing a dynamic understanding of gas production. Emission rate quantification. So I found in this paper the quantify emission rates differentiate between various microplastic types like PVC, rubber, polypropylene. This approach enables understanding of the environmental effect in each material. After then, comparative analysis. So, microplastic type comparison. I seen that the comprehensive comparative analysis examine emission level across different type of microplastics, and this insight is crucial for discerning the varying environmental impact associated with the different materials. So particular size influence the I found the particular size of CH4 and CO2 emissions providing valuable information on how microplastic size contribute to gas production, and environmental condition also impact by so variation in emission under different environmental conditions, so it also influence the rate and magnitude of the microplastic decomposition. Temporal analysis, so monitoring emission over time interval. Suppose our temporal analysis involves monitoring CH4 and CO2 emissions over specific interval. So for example, it's 30 days, 180 days, and 360 days. So that's we observe and trends and a pattern of the gas production during the microplastic degradation process. In the last one, the chemical characterization. So gaseous chemical composition analysis, a detailed exploration of the chemical compositions of gases emitted during microplastic decompositions is a focal point. We aim to identify specific compounds related to contributing a deeper understanding of the chemical aspect of the degradation process. And now I am going to talk about the application. So the overall impact evaluation, the primary focus comprehensively evaluation the environmental effect of microplastic decomposition in bottom sediments, and I found a connection between microplastic and greenhouse gas emission, particularly methane and carbon dioxide. So this assessment is pivotal for understanding the broader implication of microplastic in ecosystem. After then, the water waste treatment strategy. So it is also microplastic in waste water. Our efforts extend to developing effects treatment strategy, and I found a various method to mitigate gas emission resulting from microplastic laden wastewater, evaluating their efficacy in reducing environmental effect. The assessment of the treatment method. So critical assessment of different treatment method to determine their effectiveness in minimizing the emission. This exploration aims to guide development of sustainable and efficient wastewater treatment practice. Then the climate change mitigation. So microplastic to methane and carbon dioxide levels, offering more accurate insights into climate change model. Understanding the link is essential for developing different strategy to mitigate the impact of microplastic in our global warming. And future research direction is especially showing the understanding of microplastic decomposition and emission. These research direction are designed to filling the existing knowledge gaps and contribute to ongoing research about the microplastic and impact in the environment. So, in this presentation, I conclude by encouraging ongoing investigation in potential long-term effects of microplastic on ecosystem. So, this is the analysis and application specially related to our topic. So, now how have the author conduct their study and what sources they have consulted? So, they're using a different materials and they use the different parameter to particular size by the different range and all particular size influence material selection. So its study involves pvc and polypropylene and rubber. These material were um, meticulously cut into particular ranging from 1000 to 8000 micrometer to assess the impact of particular size on greenhouse gas emission. Rubber tire fraction, different fractions used for the specific size range 3000 to 8000 micrometer, 1000 to 3000, and providing valuable insight into variation particular size influence emission. Then incubation process. So container setup. The incubation process occurred into 100 milliliter glass container with screw cups, each containing 7 grams of non-sterilized bottom sediments collect from the reservoir in Poland. Microplastic introduction. So microplastic 2 gram and oxygenide distillized water 14 ml were introduced the container, which were then sealed. The sample were incubated for the varying duration 30, 180 and 360 days, and also its variation as per the different temperature. So chromatography analysis also the help to analysis about the methane and carbon dioxide's incubation period. So sediment characterize analysis in-depth sediment analysis beyond the greenhouse gas emissions. They use the parameters such as pH, organic matter, dissolved organic carbon, carbon dioxide, metal concentration. This all use. And the last one, the microplastic sample analysis. So microplastic sample were analysis using the infrared reactive glass slides and gas chromatography. These are using by different parameters such as size, shape, circulatory, solidity were determined, providing holistic understanding of the particular of the study. As already I discussed about this, so how author conduct the study and what research they use. So author use these the two different type of research. The first one is this the file they use for the black sample, PVC, polypropylene, and rubber. These are all data they use for the ppm, CH4, and CO2. After then, the second figure is the visual image, infrared spectrum and visual image. So they can know about the micro plastic, the small parts like a CO2 and CH4, how it's showing there the parameters. So these two figure is they use for their data analysis. Now I am going to talk about practical implementation of the result. So we use the Microsoft Excel 2020 for the data analysis were conducted using the MS Excel 2013 is a powerful use, so we can use this for the data analysis. Here is we can see the handling values below, limited of quantifications, and also that be replaced by law of quantifications by 2, ensuring the reliable representation of concentration in our analysis. Independent experiment. Each substance underwent testing across the concentration range in the last three independent experiment, enhancing reliability and robustness of our result. Graphical representative. So results were graphically representative arithmetic means offering a clear and accessible visualize of the finding and particular characterized and analyzed in we use these different type of method for plastic particular including size shapes parameter like solidary and circuitry to analyze an investigation about our project. So material specific difference. The result and discussion section also used for the greenhouse gas emission during the microplastic decomposition, and it's also significantly different showing in all the our parameter. PVC decompositions exhibit variation methane concentration over the time and difference in emission between PVC with low and high plasticize container emphasizing influential role and polymer additive on gas release. Environmental implications. Overall, the research demonstrated that the presence of microplastic in aquatic environmental contributes to increased methane and carbon dioxide emission, exhibiting the greenhouse effect. This finding underscored the urgent need to comprehend the environmental implication of the microplastic decomposition. Now I'm going to concluding my presentation. In summary, the presence of tiny microplastic poses a big threat to our environment. Not only do these particles stick around for a long time, but they also produce a harmful byproduct as they break down. Unlike larger plastic items that take centuries to decompose, microplastics speed up this process, making their impact on environmental more widespread. Our research shows that even in the absence of sunlight and condition without the much oxygen, microplastic in sediments at the bottom of water bodies break down and release more greenhouse gases, especially methane and carbon dioxide. The fact that the type of material and the size of the particular affect the gas emission highlights the need for the more research. Understanding how microplastic affect greenhouse gas level is a crucial for coming up with the effective strategies to tackle the environmental risks caused by the microplastic pollution. Thank you for presentation.